Friday, girl. Friday. Yes, yes. Hey.
Nice and smooth kind of groove. I don't know about you, but it's been a rough week for me. So
Has it?
I'm kind of feeling like
Like we need to wind down a little bit. I love it. I love it. It's not a rough week, but a busy, productive week, which is always a good thing. I'm super excited to be here with you tonight to talk about this special presentation we have going tomorrow. I'm going to go ahead and share out the broadcast, and you go ahead and speak to the American people.
all right, hey, you guys. We are so excited to be here with you tonight. Look, so excited. I hadn't even put up everything yet. That's all right though. So we are excited. Listen, go ahead, share the broadcast. Invite somebody to this conversation. We're gonna share some information that you absolutely want to have. It's gonna be an incredible super Saturday on tomorrow. So you want to go to bit.ly/loan be gone 20, bit.ly/loan be gone 20. Uh, there are over 70 programs available to help you if you have student loan debt, but you need a student loan advisor. And we're going to talk about that tonight because our student loan advisor is going to be with us tomorrow. So I'm excited. I talked to him today. He's excited, working
Yes.
overtime because we are helping some families, Jennifer. We are changing some lives and some budgets, okay, for the 2021. So listen, you guys,
Absolutely.
go ahead, share this broadcast, say hello so we can say hello back. We're gonna get this conversation started. We got some special guests tonight and looking forward to hearing some great success stories. So again, thank you so much for being here with us. I'm Teacher Marie Johnson, and I'm super excited. Listen, y'all know me. Yeah, your love of a lifetime, helping you. But tonight, we helping you save some money. We are helping you get rid of that student loan debt. So you need to go to bit.ly/. Hey D, thanks for joining. Bit.ly/. Loan be gone 20. I'm gonna find this banner and I'm gonna put it up so that we don't mess it up for the rest of the night.
Right? How you doing? Hey D Morris, how are you guys doing? I am super excited to be here to tell the American people about this opportunity that we have coming up on tomorrow. You do not want to miss this. If you owe the Department of Education $1, you need to be here. You need to be here. You may be in forbearance now. The CARES Act's about to end. You will have to start paying next month. And we want you guys to get in a program. And you may say, I'm already in a program. I'm good. I was in a program too. But my payment went down 70% based on this new program. So you need to come here. This is the list coming tomorrow to the presentation, having an opportunity to ask questions to our resident student loan advisor is golden. It is golden. Guys, I owe $250,000. Listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth. $250,000. The program I'm in will forgive $239,000, much of which is interest. It didn't cost me that much to go to school, but did you know you're being charged interest on top of interest on top of interest? Right? And I graduated with my first degree in 1992, but my loan has swelled up that huge based on me not being able to pay, running from everybody, ducking and dodging, almost going into default. Now that's a huge gorilla off my back. I don't have to worry about student loans. I was paying $323 before. Now I pay $55 a month. That's a 5-5. The rest of that money, what do I do with it? I take it and I invest it in my business. I have extra money now. Not going to a bill, not going to pay all that interest, which is a rip off the rip. Okay? Off the rip, it's a rip off. So you guys need to go get registered. bit.ly slash
Loan be
loan be
gone
gone. I was waiting
20.
for it to come across. Loan be gone 20. bit.ly loan be gone 20. This is going to be something you don't want to miss because if you don't take care of it now, The time you spend listening to this presentation, you're going to be spending on the phone trying to get it figured out, trying to figure out how you're going to pay. But we're giving you guys the opportunity to come hear from a student advisor specialist who specializes in putting you in the best program for you based on if you want to pay your loan off fast or if you want a lower payment.
Ooh, that's some good stuff. So when I was introduced to this, they didn't have this program. And so what's so phenomenal about this membership savings program that we're a part of is that they every year they add something new and exciting. And so for 2020, they added a healthcare option as well as the student loan relief. And that is amazing because there's $1.6 trillion in student loan debt. And it's like,
Wow.
what? For why? What? So I was super excited to share that with as many people as I knew, because I did know a lot of people that had student loan debt. Because some people are vocal about it, some not so much, but it's out there. At one point, okay, if we eliminated the student loan debt, what could we do in the country? Would there, I'm not about to get on no soapbox, but would there be homeless people? Would there be children that don't have enough to eat?
Wow.
Would the school systems be as jacked up as they are? I'm not going to go there, but I'm just saying, what could we do with that? But listen, there's money set aside for you to eliminate your student loan debt. So listen, guys, you need to go to bit.ly/loan be gone 20, bit.ly/loan be gone 20, bit.ly/loan be gone 20, loan be gone 20, loan be gone 20.
Girl, you can't say it enough. You cannot say it enough.
You ain't doing so much tomorrow that you can't stop on by. You
right?
can't say, I'm going to make a decision and you don't have the information. Come on, do the intelligent thing. Come to the presentation, get the information, stay to the end. Don't hear part of it and say, oh, it ain't for me, or I'm good. No, if you walk away from that table with student loan debt, you're not good.
You're not good. That's good, Tisha. And so we have a lot of people. This team has gotten over $2 million forgiven in student loans. So you can either stay and pay. Was my choice. I could continue to pay $323 a month, or I can pay $55 a month, which is what I pay. You make the decision. And we have some people whose payment went to zero. So you decide if you want to keep paying whatever you're paying and not take the time to take care of your business, then so be it. So be it. But why not take that money and put it back into your family's budget?
Sounds like a plan to me.
I think so. I think so. So for those of you guys that are on here, go ahead on and let us know if you're registered. If you're going to be there tomorrow, you will get a reminder. You will get the link. Seats are limited because we can only get so many people in the room. We can only get so many people in the room. You don't want to be stuck out there, not able to get the information. Go to bit.ly/loan-be-gone-20. How you doing, CJ?
I am doing well, and I don't know if y'all familiar with this viral guy, but I'm gonna tell y'all how I'm feeling. Y'all heard of Mufasa?
Mm-hmm.
It's Friday then. That's how I'm feeling. Mufasa. That's how I'm feeling. Go Mufasa.
I love it.
Go Friday. I am so excited because
yes,
I'm so excited about this. I already know we're gonna double and help forgive families for another $2 million tomorrow. So Mufasa, yes, it is Friday. So listen, y'all. I'm not gonna do the dance. I'm not gonna do the dance because we're not gonna play. I'm not gonna play. But I am excited. So I want y'all to get registered. I want y'all to get registered. I was dreaming. Taking a nap because I had to nap. Y'all know I've been up all night.
You a vampire.
But I had to.
You be up all night.
All night. But I had to. I took a nap and had a dream about people getting loans forgiven. I'm like, yes. I know it.
Yes, yes.
I know it. I know it. I know it. So we gonna report next week that we had another 2 million forgiven. And very simple question, very easy question. Is some of that gonna have your name on it?
That's good.
If not this, then what? If not then now, then when? Well, that Jennifer King did that. I'm
That
telling you.
that's what I had to think about, because I'm telling you, when Tisha put out the message, she didn't know I had a student loan. You don't go around telling people you owe $250,000. You just don't, especially when they know damn well you can't pay it, right? They know you can't pay it. So why would you go around talking about that? That's kind of like, family secret. But when she put it out, and I was even skeptical. I knew that the information she provided was an opportunity for me, but it still took me a couple of days before I actually was able to call, putting it off, saying, "Oh, I'm gonna be the one American citizen they won't be able to help." And the day I called, I had just pulled out of the mailbox a letter that said the CARES Act is ending. You're going to start paying towards this $250,000. I got on the phone then. By the time I got off the phone, I was paying $11,000 at the rate of $55 a month. You can continue to pay what you're paying. You cannot show up on Saturday, but that's what you're going to have to do. And now is the time to do it, because we're, in the times we're in now, there are all kinds of things going on in the government, and in the midst of COVID, things are going slower than normal. Things are going slower than normal. So you need to go ahead and get in on your program now. For those of you guys that are joining us, be sure you share out the broadcast. We want to get all the American people there. All the American people that are paying student loans. If you have student loan debt, if you've been running, ducking and dodging, because that's what I did, y'all, since 1992. Ducked and dodged. They finally caught up with me. They gonna get you. They gonna catch you.
As an accountant, when I sit, and that's so true, Jennifer, when I sit and talk to clients and we work on the budget, or we working on their finances, they always skate by
that student loan debt.
Because they're like, and I'm like, but we have to write it down. That's still a debt. It still gets calculated in your debt to income ratio. So what better feeling when you don't have to calculate that? Like Jennifer had over 200,000. I had almost 100,000. When you don't have to calculate that anymore, like, ooh. And the thing is, we as women, we feel like, so like, no judgment with Jennifer. I graduated in 98. I was just like, my mindset was different. I knew, working in corporate America, I've seen bailouts over and over and over. And I always said, if they bail them out, they can bail us out. Because how many of y'all remember when you received the first bill? When I received the first bill, it was way more than my rent. I was like, what? My rent is not this much. Oh, I ain't gonna be able to do that. And so I pulled it aside, forbearance, deferments. And so here we are years later, and we're 2021. And I'm like, wow, I'm not gonna wake up one day and then they're gonna be gone. That's what we do as women. We just like, okay, we're not gonna deal with it, and hopefully one day, poof, it be gone. Well, that can happen, but there is still an element of work that's involved on your part. Very little work. You heard her say she just had one conversation. I just had one conversation with a amazing student loan advisor, I might add, who's very knowledgeable, who made me feel really who took all of that nervousness out. Because I was like, Jennifer, I was like, Lord, what they gonna say? Lord, what they gonna say? Am I going to stir up a can of worms? But ladies and gentlemen, the American people, we said January 1, 2021 is when that deferment gets lifted off of the CARES Act and the loans are due. But we're at the middle of January 15th. So what you gonna do? Because I know
They have to pay.
they are coming. They're like, we haven't received a payment from you all year long. So guess what we're gonna do? Guess what we're
That's
gonna
right. And CJ, when you were talking about, when we got that first letter and going into the forbearances and the deferments, I remember Tisha asking me, how did you sleep knowing you owed all that money? Well, it grew and it grew and it grew, and I wouldn't pay attention to it. It would be out of sight, out of mind. If I got that deferment, I wouldn't pay attention. I wouldn't get busy till I got a letter or a phone call. So I was running. I was on the run for decades. That's how I got to $250,000. It did not cost me that much to go to school.
Absolutely. What's that movie?
And now I don't even
What
work and
movie
use
is
my
that?
degree. I don't even work and use my degree. I'm going to sell my degree.
Well, you know what? You should. I'm gonna digress. I was gonna say they sell everything else, but I'm gonna leave that alone. What movie was that, y'all? When they said I'm on the run, G? That's how we are when you have student loans. You on the run, G, and you literally wasn't that Minister Society? Y'all help me out. Was that Minister Society? Y'all movie?
I can't help you.
I don't know, because you a little bit, you an accountant, but you low key gangster. I'm sorry. So I'm not really sure. I'm not gonna say I haven't seen Minister to Society, because I have, but I'm just saying. CJ has wears by suit by day, gangster vampire by night. I'm sorry.
Don't laugh at them, Susie. I am no gangster. No, no. I mean, I am from New Orleans, so no, it's in my blood. I cannot lie. But just don't wake up to sleeping time. Just keep me in this, keep me in this realm, and we'll be fine. But I do fight for my clients. I do fight for you all, and we do fight for freedom for you all, and that's why we're here. That's why we're here. We could have said, well, you know what, we got our forgiveness. Tisha could have said, I don't owe student loans, so what does this have to do with me? Well, we have said, because we are servants, wow, this is an opportunity to save legacy, save generations, save people's families, save marriages, because when you have that conversation, save pre-marriages. You have to have that conversation before you get married. You have to tell a suitor that you have this kind of debt, and sometimes they judge you like, wait a minute, well, what kind of stored of money are you? Y'all, let's be honest.
Yeah.
And I've seen it. So we feel like, you guys may think we're just coming on as with alive, but we are really sowing seed into generations and legacies and marriages and families. And that's just a gratifying feeling. So that's why we do it. That's why we do it and still run our own businesses. And we do it and we're tired. And that is the feeling why. You want to know our why? That's our why. Our why is for you. But again, we can only lead you to the water. Are we going to go to church? But we cannot make you drink. So you have to go to bit.ly/longbegone20 and do the work. Very small ask for something so precious. Why not do that for yourself, for your family, and your kids, and your new babe?
That's funny. Look, we're gonna come back to the bay. But you guys, thank you so much for sharing the broadcast. We see you. Hey Susie, hey Dion, hey Johanna, hey Dee. Hey. I see some people on my page too. Thank you so much for being here. Go ahead and share the broadcast. Somebody needs this information. We are trying to save lives. We're trying to save families. Look, we might even be saving some marriages. We definitely want to save some household budgets, because if you have student loan debt, the CARES Act is ending. You're going to have to pay that money back. And if you haven't been paying it all of 2020 for at least the last 9-10 months, how readily have you incorporated it back into your budget?
Oh,
You know, we got our resident accountant on, so she can talk about the numbers. And CJ, we want to ask you about people filing taxes after a while. But listen, you guys, go ahead and share the broadcast. Go to bit.ly/LoanBeGone20 to sign up, register for the Super Saturday, which is tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time via Zoom. And Jennifer already told you better go ahead and sign up. You better get on that call early. Doors are gonna open at 12:30. You better get on there early because there are a limited amount of seats. And you don't want to miss your seat.
1 o'clock EST, 12 o'clock Central Time.
Absolutely.
So be sure when you get registered, it's going to say it's Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you don't get confused for those of you guys that are in the Central Time Zone. If you're in the Mountain Time Zone, that's going to be 11. If you're in Pacific, that's going to be 10 o'clock.
Yeah. Super exciting. So I love it. And we got some guests coming in the room, in the green room. We're excited. We're going to get out the way in a few minutes and let them share their stories. But I love it when Kelly talks about, being a single woman and looking forward to her bae coming. And she's like, I got to get rid of this debt. She had to get rid of that student loan debt because she didn't want to have that conversation with him. Because like CJ said, we kind of hope it goes away.
You know what, Tisha, I never thought about that. I never would bring it up though, because I never got to that point where they needed to know all my business, right? But just thinking about it now, I would have eventually would have had to have that conversation, because you don't go into no committed relationship like a marriage with $250,000 worth of debt and don't tell nobody. You don't do it. You don't do it. And so that was a real eye-opener for me. Now I can say, there's no conversation to be had other than, I got to pay $55 per month. When you look at my bills, you come together, put everything together, $55 and $11,000 owed is much better than $323 a month for $250,000. But watch this. The student loan advisor told me if I stayed with the same program I was in, I would have ended up paying $400,000 because that interest constantly. So you're charging interest on the principal. They add that interest to the principal, and then they charge interest on that.
Ridiculous. All right, CJ. So talk about the people, and we're going to let our guests come in and share their incredible success stories. Talk about the people that are trying to get around filing their taxes. Oh, where'd she go? She's like, no, I'm not talking about it. All right. We're going to come back to her. Go to bit.ly.
She was like, nope. She probably, something must have happened to her.
Yeah. bit.ly/LoanBeGone20 is the link. It's in the comments. Go ahead and register. So we got some incredible guests. So who we having up first, Jennifer?
Oh my gosh. I think they may be scheduled for the same time.
That's all right.
Let me see. I'm sorry. I got a call from my son's school and I'm like, he better not have missed nothing. But they were just letting us know that it's a holiday on Monday. I didn't even realize it was a holiday.
Well, when you quit your job and your job usually keep you on point with the holidays.
I don't be knowing. You can bring up either one of them. Hang tight. We have both scheduled for 6:30. So we're good. You can bring up either one of the beautiful ladies.
All right. Well, let's see. Makisha is dealing with baby boy. So Tanya, we're gonna bring you up first.
Hello, lovely lady.
Hello.
Well, yeah, mine is 12, so I have no longer any babies anymore. That's my youngest.
Awesome. So why don't you tell the people about your story, how you found out about this incredible opportunity? Were you skeptical? And what steps you took? What would have happened had you not had this opportunity? And where you are now?
Okay. So my name is Tanya Jones. I am from Chicago, Illinois. And I found out about this wonderful opportunity from a young lady that is part of this organization named Monique Spalding. And Monique reached out through Facebook, and I looked at it. I had been trying to find something to help me to get rid of my student debt. I had did forbearances. I did it for about 3 years. Kept putting it off. Kept putting it off. But yet every year I have to do that paperwork. And so this came up. I listened to what Monique had to say. I listened to the presentation, and I was like, I said, this sounds like what I need. But at the same time, us being human, we are skeptical. And it's okay, but don't let it sit there. So even in my skepticism, when I knew that it was the CARES Act was supposed to end in December 31st, Monique came back again. And I said, you know what, God, I need to not drag my feet any longer. I know this is it. So I did call and got the loan assessment. Once he finished telling me the wonderful news about the loan assessment, I had loans that was like $56,000 plus, but I was forgiven 96,000 because, as Miss Jennifer King stated, there's the principal, then the interest, then they add more interest onto that total, so it totaled up to be like $96,000. So I was forgiven the whole thing, but the most fantastic and awesome part about it, it was a zero payment. So even in my skepticism, I knew that I had to do something. So this was what was for me, and I believe it's for everybody out there that has student loans. You got to try it. If you never try, you don't know what can happen. Anything worth having is worth trying and worth getting, and this was worth getting for me. So I am very uber excited about where it's taking me. My credit score is going up, so I'm very uber excited about that. It's giving me breathing room. It's giving me life. And now I can move forward with the things that I always wanted to do, which is open my own business, which is purchase a home, which is even might seem very minute to some people, but purchase a brand new car right off the showroom floor. That to me has given me so much life and given me so much joy, and is pushing me outside the box. I stayed in a box because this loan was on top of me. So now that the top is off of here, I can rise out of the box that I was in. I pray that the people that are here that will come to Super Saturday, that you guys will open that, let that top off the box and come on out the box and get relief from your student loan debt, which is holding us back. Thank you.
That's amazing. I like what you explained about how you had one amount, and then they were able to add on what that interest would have been, and then forgiving you of that and take all that debt off of you, and all the things that now you look forward to being able to do with that additional money. Because before, it kept us strapped. It kept us
Yeah.
strapped and stressed.
Yes,
Strapped
ma'am.
and stressed. You did I did forbearances, deferments, consolidations, you name it, I did it. And I ran, so I would pay for a little while, then it would get to be too much. So this is an opportunity. Everybody, all American people need to be at this. Everybody won't be able to get in the room. You better go get registered now so you can get the link and get in the room, because we only have so much space. You can only put so many people on the call. But everybody needs to be on this call. I don't care how much you're paying,
Absolutely.
because you need to get assessed. You need to talk with somebody, because I thought all my loans were consolidated and they
Mhm.
weren't. So I guarantee you, the people you've been dealing with on the phone when you call are not giving you the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help them, God, because there's no incentive for them to help.
Mhm. Yes.
There's no incentive. So we are so super excited. We know
Yes.
this has been a glorious opportunity for so many people, and it's changed so many lives. There's a lot
Yes.
of energy going on with our team, and we want to keep it going. So if you guys haven't already invited and shared and tagged people into the broadcast, please do that. Please do that, because this
Yes,
is going to be life changing for many people.
yes, it is. Yes, it is.
So who we got up next? Who we got up next? I see more people in the room. CJ did. Oh, CJ came back. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and get Makisha in here, and then we'll have CJ come back and talk about the taxes. Hey, Makisha.
Hey, can you hear me? We having
That's
baby
okay.
issues.
That's okay. That's okay. We can hear him. He's fine. He's letting you know he don't want no student loan debt, and you know how to do what you need to do to keep that from happening.
Exactly. So I hope you guys are doing wonderful today. I'm excited to be on here to share the great news, some great information, some life-changing information. If you haven't heard it, here it is. If you need help with your student loan, you definitely need to be at Super Saturday tomorrow. Make sure you go to Loan Be Gone 20, guys. I am a federal employee and I already knew about the forgiveness program. However, for the ones that do know about federal programs, you have to pay 120 payments. And with that 120 payments, if you don't know what program you need to be in, it makes a difference. There's several different income-based programs. If you're not in the right income-based program, it will cost you. I seen a post online that said, do you want to get rid of student loans? And so it happened to be Tisha. I know Tisha is a federal employee. And I said, Tisha, is this something that's gonna put me in an orange suit? And she was like, of course not. So I went to a presentation, had an assessment, and it blew me away, guys. The information that I did not know, like I said, I knew about the forgiveness program. I already knew that, but I hadn't started paying my loans back with the information that I got from the assessment. So I was due to pay $972, I believe, when the deferment ended in January. So after the assessment, for the information that I got, my payment went, y'all ready for it? From $972 to zero, guys. Zero. And why? Why would it go so? Because I was reporting the wrong information. And just like you don't do your taxes yourself, you get somebody that can do your taxes for you because they have more information than you have to get more available incentives for you. That's exactly what happened. When you don't have the right information, you can't prevail yourself of all the benefits. So I was able to save over the course of my entire loan for those 120 payments, $35,000. $35,000. That's a lot to me. I know somebody before me had 96, but look, $35,000. I could go buy me a little property, give me some rental income. There's a lot of things I can do with $35,000. Give me a little new car, anything. Start up a fund for my son. He won't be getting student loans. So there's a plethora of things, but if you don't have the information, you definitely cannot. You can't. You got to be stuck with what you have if you don't do nothing. And like Jennifer said before, if you haven't heard her story, which is phenomenal, if you don't take part of this, then what? What are you going to do? If this, then what? Because February 1, because it's January 31st is the last day that the CARES Act ends, then we have to start making payments. And what are you going to do? So that's my story, guys. Look, if nothing else, come to Super Saturday, get the information that you need. I sat in on one of these Super Saturdays and it blew my mind of the information that was given. They gave out way more information in that session than they give you when you sign that paper for the student loan.
That's
so
true story.
You definitely, I was astonished by the information that was given. So you need to take part in it if you're not doing anything Saturday. What time is it, Jennifer? Saturday
at 12 o'clock Central Standard Time, 1 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock. I'm sorry, 11 o'clock Mountain, 10 o'clock Pacific.
All right. All right. Jennifer got all the times for you. So
Everybody there. I want to ask you a question, Makisha. You said you were going to pay over $900 in February. And you thought that's what you thought that was it. You thought, okay, well, it could be more. I know I'm in this program, 120 payments at $900+ a month. But you found out you weren't reporting the right information. I guarantee you, because that was me too. I wasn't reporting right either, because nobody educates us. So you need to come to Super Saturday, hear this information, because I guarantee you, because the way they assess and work on the questions, they explain it and break it down instead of you just having a piece of paper and filling something out and not fully understanding the questions, and that impacts your payment. That is amazing. That is amazing. So now you pay $0. I'm a little salty, but I got to pay $55, but I'll take $55 all day, any day. I owed so much money. They like, you going to have to pay something. I'm going to need you to pay something. But because I wasn't reporting it right, then that was why my payment was so high. And I thought that was the only one for me. A lot of people said, well, I'm already in an income contingent program. You probably didn't fill out your paperwork right. And you're paying more than what you need to pay. So yeah. So
definitely.
So super excited that we were given this opportunity, and super blessed that that Tisha put the post up. She didn't get on the phone and call us and say, do you have student loans? Looking for people. She just put it up there. She's like, I know people have student loans. I know this is an epidemic. COVID-19 is an epidemic. So is student loan debt. So you're going to go get, people are waiting for vaccines. This is your vaccine. This is your vaccine for your student loan. And again, if not this, then what? What you going to do? You going to pay? Makisha, did you want to pay that $900 and something?
I didn't. And let me say this, guys. Now I have a master's degree and I was working on my PhD, but those numbers didn't make sense, so I stopped. But with that being said, I didn't have a problem with paying, but what I did have a problem with is those interest on top of interest on top of interest. Now, what I think is fair is for me to pay back what I took out.
Right.
I think that's fair. I pay what I took out. But this interest on top of interest on top of interest compound.
That's gangster.
Real gangster.
That's kind of loan sharkish.
That mafia like it. And right. Here's the thing, guys. They will take your Social Security. If you don't pay student loans, they will take.
I didn't know that.
Yes. Oh, yes. They will take your Social Security.
Oh wow!
So if you are on the verge, and they have liens and what when they take your garnishments, the garnishment. So you have to deal with it. So there's no way to get around it. So if you don't do this, you're gonna have to do something.
That's it. You gotta move swiftly, responsibly. Be swift and responsible, and you will be able to sleep better at night. Trust and believe. Tisha, I'm gonna have to run to go start my Uber driving for my son tonight. But I will see you guys on tomorrow. You guys enjoy the rest of your night. Guys, go get registered. bit.ly/loanbegone20. bit.ly/loanbegone20. I'm gonna go pick my son up from his job, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Be sure you get registered.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
Wow. Listen, we are super excited, you guys. Make sure you share the broadcast. And if you know somebody, reach out to them. Don't take the chance that they'll look at Messenger tonight or sometime tomorrow. Sometimes I don't even get a chance to go on my Messenger for hours. So listen, reach out to them directly. Tell them they need to be on this broadcast tonight, and they definitely need to register so that they can come in the room tomorrow. bit.ly/loanbegone20. So again, thank you so much for sharing your awesome story with us, Makisha. Let me know if you can stay around. If not, we will see you tomorrow.
Oh, I can stick around if you need me to, no problem.
Okay. Well, I want to introduce this lovely lady. So listen, you guys, you've heard people talk about, they were hesitant, they were skeptical, but they went ahead and got the information, did the assessment, and all of that. Well, this lady, her story is just a little bit different. And we're here to tell you that even if you think you're in the right program, you better check. You better know that you know that you know that you know. And if you don't, you need to be a Super Saturday tomorrow, because this lady thought that she was in a great program. She thought that she was doing the right thing. She was being responsible. Listen, I'm with Makisha. I'm not saying that you should avoid, anything that you owe. But listen, the thing about it is there's money already out there. There's money that's put into a fund just for this. So if you can access, even if you can access a small portion of it. But as you've heard, some people have been able to get their complete loan eliminated. So, Jillian, come on and share with the good people your story, why you got started, how you were hesitant about even taking the opportunity seriously because you thought you were A-okay.
That's right. Good evening, Tisha. Good evening, everyone. Hopefully you can hear me. I am doing the Uber thing. I'm letting my son get his hours in for driving, so he's chauffeuring me. But yes, back in July, I do have student loans. I'm a government employee. I'm a military retired, and I have student loans. And I got a phone call. Hey, we can help you consolidate and you know, get your loans forgiven or whatever. So I went ahead and sent my W-2 forms. I sent my LES forms. I sent my tax forms. I sent all these forms to these people. And they, quote unquote, put me in a program where I'm paying, I've been paying since July, the monthly payments towards, my loan being forgiven. Well, my girlfriend introduced me to, hey, check this out. I'm like, no, I'm in a program already. I've been in it since July. I'm good. I don't need it. But then I heard all the testimonies and said, well, it won't hurt to just take a look. So I went ahead and I've made the call to the advisor to get a free assessment to see, I'm in a program, but maybe goodness, my this week. He was getting into the federal portal. He says, okay, so what's the name of the company that you're with? Because I don't know who they are. I don't want to say anything, but I just don't know who they are. Now, if I know everything, but I don't know who they are. And looking at your payments, I don't see anything going towards your student loan. And you've been paying since when? I've been paying since July. I paid like $198 for the first several months and another amount for the next 120 months, they told me. He's like, well, did they consolidate your loan? Because you're in a FIFO and you don't qualify for the CARES Act and all those other things because of the type of loan that you have. I said, well, no, they never mentioned anything to me about that. He said, well, you're can get you in this program. So he went through the assessment about 45 minutes. He told me what they could do and how they could help me. And I said, well, I'm already in this program. Let me go back and see what's going on. So I contacted the company that I was working with and I asked them about my loans. I said, well, yeah, it's consolidated. We're just waiting for it to get approved. I said, well, what about the fact that I'm a federal employee? They're like, oh, we'll include that too. So, I've been paying since July. I've not missed a payment and none of that money is going towards my student loan. I don't even know where that money's going to. But after talking to the advisor, he gave me a lot of information. He educated me. I was able to ask the right questions because you see, I thought I knew, I thought I was doing the right thing, but I didn't know what to ask. And you don't know what you don't know. So you need someone to tell you. So the student loan advisor was able to tell me what to ask and ask this question first and ask them and find out about this. And so I was able to follow those instructions. So now, unfortunately, I'm still with the company because I'm waiting to get out the program. And they're saying, well, we have to wait for the paperwork to go before we can fund, all the money you've paid, and we're not sure. So I am like, I'm disappointed, but I'm also encouraged because, at least I know that once I get out of that program, what the student loan advisor can do for me. And I am glad that I didn't just say, well, I'm in a good program, I'm good to go, and I didn't just let it be, because I'd be very upset if, a year from now, 2 years from now, finding out that your student loans are still there. In fact, now we're garnishing your check. Yes, they will garnish your check. I'm a government employee. They will garnish your check in a heartbeat without thinking about it. So I'm glad that I did take a chance to get a second opinion. I've been a nurse for over 30 years, and I'm telling you, as I tell my patients, get a second opinion. You need expert advice. So even if you're in a good program, you think you're in a good program, get a second opinion. Even if you're not sure, get a second opinion. You want to know more information? Join us on Saturday. Go ahead and register at the link that's scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Register to come Saturday and hear. It's not going to cost you anything, but it could save you thousands upon thousands, and it could save you, like it's saving me, heartache for the future. So thanks, Tisha, for giving me a chance to share my story with the people.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And I like what you said, even if you think you are, come and make sure. I'm so glad. I would really have hated to think that Jillian would have thought that she was in the best program possible and just gone years. We have stories of people that have paid into what they thought they were paying into their loans for years, thousands of dollars, and they weren't. They were with a bogus company. That's unfortunate. So we definitely want you to go to the link bit.ly/loan be gone 20 so that you can get this information, make an intelligent decision. And listen, it costs you nothing, as Jillian said, to come, but it might save you everything. So again, Jillian, thank you so much for being with us, and be safe out there, letting your son dry. That's exciting. We'll be praying. I know you'll be fine. All right. So, wow, that is bananas.
It
I would be
is.
so mad. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
crazy. And you have to be with somebody credible, and that's the thing. I love how she said she's a nurse and she had to get a second opinion, and that's the thing. It's free. It's free to get a second opinion. It won't cost you anything. And oh wow, I'm glad she got the information before, like she said, 1 and 2 payments and 1 and 2 years in.
Right.
It takes a lot of paperwork, as y'all know. The red tape is real.
Right.
Yeah.
Awesome. So we have many stories like that, many people who, and as soon as CJ is available, we're going to talk a little bit about, how it affects your taxes. And also, if you guys have student loan debt, you already know it's affecting your credit. So listen, thank you so much, Susie. I see you inviting people to come to this conversation. Thank you so much. Susie has saved. Save. Oh my goodness. She's one of the higher ones. She's a little bit higher than Jennifer, but that is super incredible. And the thing about Susie's story, you have to come tomorrow so you can hear all of it. But Susie is looking to retire. She want to spend some time with them grandbabies. She don't want to be, staying on the job longer than necessary, or leaving a job and then going greeting at Walmart. Who wants to do that? No, we have a solution for you. And the best thing about it, and Makisha, you can attest to this, the best thing about it is we're going to show you how you can save money. The fact that you have access to this program is your number one savings opportunity. But there are so many more. And of course, we can't share everything tomorrow. Our focus is going to be the student loan debt, but you need to be there so that you can get this information and you can start saving. Listen, some of y'all, and I'm trying to wait for the professional to come back to talk to y'all about taxes. Some of y'all about to file them taxes. Oh, and listen, for those of you all that are going to file taxes and you're going to get a refund, why not do something amazing with that refund rather than blow it? Going to get J's and, PX 400s or whatever the latest game out there is now. Why not invest into your next level? Why not invest into the next opportunity that could save you money and help you earn money at the same time? So CJ, come on, talk about the tax benefits first. Talk about those who have student loan debt, who may be avoiding filing taxes, or they try to make sure that part is not part of the conversation. How does that really affect them?
Well, I put my glasses on. I transform. So it is definitely beneficial for you to file, even if you can't pay. If you've seen read articles when people have gone to jail, they go to jail because they're not filing. They don't go to jail because they're not paying. So you have to file, and a lot of us, we try not to file because of that debt. But yeah, you have to file your taxes. It's definitely a benefit. Yes, Eli says, get the defaulted student loan taken care of to receive your income tax refund. Absolutely. So what happens is, like Makisha alluded to, yes, they will garnish your wages. Yes, they will. Once you get into default, they have the right, and it will stay on your record until they're paid. Even if you file for bankruptcy, student loans is one that you're not going to get any kind of consideration on. Like, okay, you have to pay that. So what happens is, yes, if you've worked really hard, have a great tax strategy, have some legal loopholes, and you have a refund, and then lo and behold, because it's due this year and they didn't receive a payment all 2020 because of the pandemic, they put you into default. Well, once you're into default, you normally have to make payments to get out of default, a certain number of payments. And so what happens is, too, if you go and just continue to allow the default to continue, they will then garnish your wages. And if you have a refund, an income tax refund, then guess what's going to happen? They are going to take it. They are going to take that refund and they're going to apply it to your student loan debt, of which you probably won't see it because it's going to get lost in interest and penalty. So that is definitely the benefit. You want to avoid all of that. And that's what Super Saturday is going to do for you. You want to get registered, bit.ly/Long Be Gone 20. Hi, Pastor Rhonda. How are you? Yes. So that's a benefit. I hope that answers the questions. We can, that's pretty high level. We can definitely talk a little bit of detail. Also, paying your student loan interest, you also get a 1098E, of which you can, if you itemize, you can get a tax benefit for that as well. So it's way more advantages taking care of this than not taking care of this.
Wow, that is incredible. We're super excited. That is Pastor Ron that we're speaking to. She's the reason why these ladies are here, because she shared this with me and I made a decision. Listen, I always say this in our presentations. I made a decision that has affected others' lives. Somebody in your life is waiting on you to make a decision, and it might not be this, but with all that this entails, believe me, it probably is. And you just don't know how. Because who goes around complaining and fussing and saying I'm broke and I got this debt and I got $300,000 in student loan. No, nobody does that. So you may have something in your hand that's going to be a blessing to so many people around you, but you don't know. So you got to come to Super Saturday so that you can get this information. bit.ly/Loan Be Gone 20. Listen, seats are limited. Seats are limited. Y'all better get in that room. Doors are going to open at 12:30 Eastern. You better get in that room so that you don't miss your seat, and do not leave because you might not get back in. Oh, wait. Don't let that be your story. I've been on Zooms where, something happened, somebody call you and maybe the Zoom disconnect and you try to get back in the room and can't. Oh, that's a bad feeling. You don't want that to be your story tomorrow. bit.ly/ put your phone on do not disturb. bit.ly/ Loan Be Gone 20. bit.ly/ Loan Be Gone 20. We are excited. Can you tell? We're excited. It's Friday, and we are excited about this amazing Friday night. When me and people
are you familiar with Mufasa? The internet, yes, that's my kid. I didn't know anything about Mufasa. That's the children, and they have me hooked on Mufasa. It's Friday then.
I thought you was going Johnny Kemp Friday night.
Oh no, well that's my era. Yeah, that's my era. But I'm trying to stay hip with these children because they don't know that one. But yeah, that's my era. Yes, party hardy. Yes, which leads us to, yes, we understand it's Friday night. Yes, it's party hardy. And you do your thing. But you want to carve out some time to get what I promise you, that party, that turn up, that cut up will be so much better when that debt is off of your back. I can't wait till I get my final letter. My neighbors, they're going to be like, what happened to CJ? Let me tell you a story about a debt that's been weighing on me since 1998.
Wow.
And I can finally say, now here I'm about to shift. Because I promise y'all, I have been saying, I'm not paying this. I have seen through working in corporate America, corporations get bailed out. And I'm like, why won't they bail me out? My first bill, I was like, how do they expect me to pay $400 a month? This is more than my rent. I never forget that. And then I'm like, oh God. And so I said, I'm not gonna have to pay all of this back. And again, just like Makisha was saying, it's not that we're trying not to pay a bill. What we are talking about is my debt has with the rule of 72. Yeah, it's double by now. Yes, I did not leave with my degree with the amount of money that I owe right now. And so that's the part that we can say, I don't feel bad about that. Corporations don't feel bad about getting bailouts. And as you can see with things that are going on now, there's still bailouts. So that's the biggest, you want to talk about set aside and affirmative action, girl. That's the biggest. We could, if you want to debate about it, that's the biggest ones. So, and you all talked about that. Yeah, that is so true. So now, yes, so now you have an opportunity to, yes, you have an opportunity to do something totally different. And I get it. For those of you who are very organized, very strategic, you're like, oh my goodness, I did not have this on my list. I already have something down the pipeline. I don't want to get involved in anything else. But you have to be open to pivoting. If the pandemic didn't teach us anything, we have to be comfortable with shifting. Be comfortable with changing your business model. Be comfortable if you have to say, okay, steaks this week, bologna the next week. You have to be comfortable with that. Yeah, that's just where we are. So we understand this may not be what was on your radar in the beginning of 2021, but look at the opportunity. Just like the sister talked about earlier, why would she not at least come and find out what's going on, right? Find out what are they talking about. And then when we have the people there to help you, oh, that is just an extra bonus. So don't take it from us. Like we have been sharing, come in the room and you talk to the individuals that really make the real deals. When we have you there with the people who talks directly to the people that have your loan. So I mean that's the kind of plug. You want to talk about the plug. Oh, this is the plug. We are a real plug. And we bringing the real plug folks with us tomorrow. So register bit.ly/LoanBeGone20.
CJ, you talked about being in the plug, and if you don't get plugged in, it could very well cost you. Talking about default, now when people are shifting to trying to get other jobs, and when you're in an interview or you're filling out, especially for government, they will ask you, do you have loans and are they in default? And if they are in default, then you have to give an explanation. And if you're not doing any type of correction or saying you are in a program to help you get out, you have just might as well lost the opportunity because you're not taking action. So you want to take action. Make sure you jump into that link that's scrolling across bit.ly LoanBeGone20 and get some help.
My employer pulls your credit. So if it's on your credit, you got to justify it. And if it ain't right, you better fix it. and the fix better be legitimate. So, guys, this is nothing to play with. We want you to get this handled, get this taken care of so that you can be done. You can move on. We've had people who have gone to the closing table and all of a sudden these student loans pop up. Now that's some crazy stuff. I read this entire process and I get through the day that I'm gonna close on my build, and you tell me I can't, and I gotta tell my kid that we gotta go back and live in somebody's basement. That's horrible.
Your kids and your husband, right? And then he just gonna look at you with the side eye. See, like I guess that's how she was raised. And then start thinking, like, oh my God, because you're a man, or that is just mortifying about something that just because we didn't have the knowledge. And y'all brought out great call outs, and that is so true. You talking about your jobs with the federal government, you not touching nobody books, anything in my arena. They look at you like, you're not a good steward of your own money.
Right.
They don't care about life experiences. They don't care about the hurricanes that I've lost everything 3-4 times, leave marriage. They don't care about none of that. They look at your credit and they're like, how's she gonna balance our books? We're gonna have to respectfully decline. And just like Makisha said, oh my God, what a feeling when you get to the very end and they come back with the background. Sometimes you're even on the job and they call you in about a defaulted loan and then ask you to speak to it, but they've already made their decisions because some companies do not care. They're like, nope, she's a risk. She's a risk. She's going to steal from us. As an accountant, that's what they automatically feel. She's a risk. She's going to steal from us. There's no, some kind of collusion she's going to be involved in because she needs money. And she's not a good steward of her money. They don't care. They don't care if I had a health issue or, I had a situation where I had to restart my life, or I lost everything in the next after. Oh, okay. Harder. Sorry. I mean, that is just the truth. So if it's nothing but for that was an excellent call out, ladies. That is so true. I see it over and over and over and over again. You get judged by that, and nobody really cares about the story. So why not get it removed? And so your paperwork can align with the integrity and honesty and your characteristics that you really do show.
And I would say too, don't wait until, because I've had some people that said, hey, I think they're gonna give it forgiveness. When Biden gets in, we gonna get some forgiveness. We're gonna get 10,000. Look, guys, have your stuff in place, even if it does, because you don't know what's going to happen. Even if they say they're gonna forgive some of it or part of it, it's government. It's not going to be instantaneously. It's gonna take time. They're gonna have to go through some paperwork. They're gonna have to go through some yays and some nays and some senates and some house and some. They gonna have to go through a whole lot before they say we going to forgive it. So don't hope and wish and pray on something that you think hope that's gonna happen. Get some help now. Get some help now where it's out there. It's real. It's available. As Tisha and I say, you can look us up. I'm a public servant, so I'm not going to be involved in something that's going to put me in an orange suit.
Orange is not the new black.
No, it's not. It's not.
And you definitely can look me up. I absolutely cannot. I can't even get a parking ticket without being judged, a speeding ticket without being judged. So you absolutely know I got kids to feed. I've never liked orange. I cannot play around with nothing, no thing as an accountant that is unethical, immoral, even though we live in an unethical system. But I'm going to digress and I will put it on mute. We just can't do it. And we're not going to do it.
We're not going to do it. And you talked about, I forgot how you put it, but there's some people who filed bankruptcy several times on top of. Okay, but if that was if that was you, there just would be no legitimate excuse for it. So don't allow student loan debt to be in default. Don't allow your wages to be garnished. Listen, had a situation early in my government career, and I had to write a memo. I had to justify why my wages were being garnished. And it was a totally unfair situation. It was a result of a divorce, but they didn't care. They wanted their money and they came after me. Listen, that's not a pretty situation, whether you work at McDonald's or you work at $1 million company. It's just not a good look. It's not a good situation. So handle your business. Go to bit.ly/Long Be Gone 20. I'm going to shift just a little bit and we're going to end a little bit early tonight. But with this, we're talking about you being able to save money. And that really is the gist of it. So for those of you that are coming tomorrow, you're going to hear about a membership savings program, and the student loan debt relief is a part of it. So what could you do? And this is another question that I always ask in our presentations. What would you do if you didn't have to pay that student loan debt back? Could you buy some property? Could you invest? Could you, increase your stock portfolio or diversify even further? Could you do something that leads to generational wealth? What would you be able to do with that money that you save? And the ridiculous part about it is the interest on top of interest on top of interest. That's the biggest, man. If I was a different kind of woman, that's the biggest ripoff. and it's happening, and it's done. What can we do about it? Woo, woo, woo. If Dr. Cynthia were here, she'd say she's been complaining since the Reagan years and nothing has changed about it. But listen, you have an opportunity to take matters into your own hands. Sometimes the answer is not somebody saving you. Sometimes the answer is you saving yourself. You've been on a plane. Right, Devin, literally a ripoff. You've been on a plane before, and before you take off or as you are taxiing to get to the runway, they have those lovely instructions where you see the flight attendant stand in front of you in case we lose air pressure. You will see the oxygen mask come down before you help somebody else. Put your own oxygen mask on and then assist others. This is your oxygen mask. This is your opportunity to save yourself. You got to save yourself first before you can save somebody else. Now, I know, especially look, let me talk about the ladies. Ladies, we are the helpers. We are the nurturers. We're the ones that are the go-tos. We get it all done. We make it do what it do. We make $1 out of 15 cents. Yes, we do. But I need you to consider saving yourself if you're in this situation. To my single ladies, all the single ladies, all the single ladies, all the single ladies, come on, put your hand up and go to bit.ly/Long Be Gone 20 so you can get this off of your back. I call it a big ugly gorilla. I can only imagine what it would feel like to have $200,000, $300,000. The lady that, to my knowledge, that has saved the most was $300,000. That is bananas. Bananas. I can't imagine what it would feel like to have that kind of debt. But listen, single ladies, come on. Look, I got you. This ain't what we're talking about, but I want you to come get this piece of your financial situation together. Come handle this, and we'll help you handle some other things. But you got to come. You got to come to the presentation tomorrow. You got to come hear from our student loan advisor. I've been texting him. I just want him to know how incredible and amazing he is. He said, "Ma'am, you're too kind. My mama would just say she raised me right." Listen, he is passionate about the work that he does, and we're super excited to have him as part of our circle. He like family now. He's talked to so many of us, but I'm excited because the thing about tomorrow, you're going to get educated. He's going to tell you exactly how the process goes. So no problem, Devin, you can go to bit.ly/ this scrolling on the bottom of the screen, Long Be Gone 20. Go ahead and register. It's going to give you the Zoom information. You'll also be invited to the Facebook group, so you can join us there as well. You get that Zoom link and you join us tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But I'm super excited. He's going to share with you the process. He and his staff, they go actually into your student loan portal with you. And they're going to make an assessment, and then they're going to tell you what they can do. As you heard some of the ladies say, and we do have men that have done the process as well and have great results. You have to come and hear their stories tomorrow. But they're going to share with you what's there and what they can do, and then you make the decision. But making the decision is half the battle. You got to get in the room so you can get the information, and then you'll be able to make the decision. Listen, if you haven't shared this broadcast, go ahead and share. There's somebody in your circle, in your life, in your family, in your friend. What was it? Used to be the fave five. I can't even say it. Your top 5. Somebody in your top 5 probably needs this information or know somebody. So whether you have a student loan yourself or you have a Parent Plus loan or a parent loan, I didn't have loans. I paid them off. So whatever it is y'all have, don't judge it. Don't say, "Oh, well, I got this. They probably can't help me. Nobody else can help me before." That's not the situation. Come get the information talk to the student loan advisor. You'll be able to ask questions, but his presentation is so thorough. There probably will only be a few questions that you'll have to ask. You'll be asking, how do I get this done? How do I get this taken care of? So again, bit.ly/loan be gone 20. We're super excited, looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. It's going to be an amazing time. I'm excited. Makisha, any last words before we get out of here?
I just want to say that, hey guys, the assessment is free, and if whether you think you are or you're not, get it. And when I say they're so professional, they'll tell you if you're in the best program, they'll let you know. If you're not in the best program, they'll let you know as well. So get the help. It's out there for us. That's all I got, Tisha. Thank you for sharing this information.
You are so welcome. Thank you for being here and sharing with us tonight. Let's see. We're gonna go. We came in on some music. We're gonna go out on some music. But we're excited. Listen, I know there's a lot going on in the land right now, but listen, you gotta find glimmers of hope where you can find them. You gotta tap into that which is gonna enhance and improve your life. If it's not working for your life, then you gotta let it go. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Yes, Jillian, they need to see us tomorrow. So again, bit.ly/loan be gone 20. Go sign up. You're gonna get the link. We'll see you in the Zoom tomorrow. I'm super excited. Aaron's excited. The team is excited. It's gonna be an incredible time. So we will see you tomorrow, guys. Have a great and awesome night.